about to tear down this.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles over. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Washington Redskins. On 1st and 10, Bradford completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And an alley to run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Here's Bradford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Bradford. He's got Floyd out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a
touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 36 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown.
Let's run, fellas, let's run.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And taking it to the 15-yard there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be. Before they actually open, I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw is Bradford, and Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
You talk about a combo that works really well. Sam Bradford, short, dart-throwing quarterback, and Kyle Rudolph able to work the seams inside and make those tough catches.
Now, Rudolph wound up shattering his career high with 83 catches last year, 3rd among NFL tight ends. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Bradford. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 14 yards that time for number 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 49 yards. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
he's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
I heard he's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Before this week's game, make sure to install your game plan.
Mad at me 'cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me 'cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me 'cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he's mad at me 'cause I'm popping. They don't wanna put some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me 'cause I'm tryna feed my I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my no way, no way, no way, yeah. They ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard he's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me 'cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me 'cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in.
all right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Bradford now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain. Bradford now after the fumble recovery. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Going to give this time to the tailback. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And now it's 2nd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's Johnny Hecker now, an all-pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt, as he's on to punt for L.A. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. First down, Bradford. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play callers did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown. And they give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go, guys.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on. While we have a minute, we remind you that from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
Be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, will wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Rams won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. We go now late in the first. This run stays up the middle here, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Midway through the second quarter, it's going to be a run play here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Vikings up now by 20.
Meanwhile, over in Lambeau, an update. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers hooking up with his guys early and often. 3 first-half touchdowns. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 71 yards. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for L.A. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A beautiful fake. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now a handoff here to his running back. Whoosh. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 52 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. We see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings. Possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down and just 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And that's all. Off the mark, incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
How did he stay on his feet? And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On play action, right about the 21-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Saints have surged back to take the lead there. Drew Brees, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Kick up the youth. Man, know that I kick up the youth. Then why dare try to suck the truth? How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big. Don't do it. Devil on my shoulder, I don't lack. Getting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so easy right, but there's no car and no mash. What you talk about? Clown, stand down. Never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Second up that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, Storm's gone clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them I can't be, you see my done there. Tell them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my creps. I'll still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You weren't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With the season drawing to a close, so much at stake in the fight for a playoff berth. They're lucky to have this man at running back for them, leading the charge toward the postseason. It's the Vikings going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And after his performance last week, everybody saw it unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And now running right through it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Man, those numbers from last week, what do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can put around. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With his second touchdown. In his 5th year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Able to slither by. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Bradford to throw it. And Rudolph has it left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards, that gets him close to the... Here's Prater now set to kick it away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he fields it cleanly. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty down? downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield. Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where the creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block, and right now, he's almost unstoppable.
Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game. 2
yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. And
the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. So Sam Bradford forced to leave this ball game. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Kerry Hyder in there to get him. And that's it. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out comes Minnesota. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, what a move. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nice footwork at the 25. Nice carry there of 15 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Nifty move. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Charles,
Yeah, pulling up with the coupe. Oh my goodness. Must have done same with the roof. Oh my goodness. You sitting looking stupid on the stoop. Oh my goodness. I would take notes if I were you. Oh my goodness. This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north. Oh my goodness. Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw. Oh my goodness. The law, it's a shame, rhyme. Crime. It's a shame they let us jump out of Bentleys with dirty vans. Hit the stage for 15 minutes, get 30 bands. Swiss bank counting clean money with dirty hands. With some hood that's ready to with the...
Before we go any further, make sure to install your game plan for your upcoming matchup.
Caveman, we threw up the pyramids, now they say we Illuminati. I'm a tsunami, what the is a little yachty. No blood diamonds, I rock gold like a king. Jury so cold, made them blow the nose off the Sphinx. You think I'ma be some type of role model? I go full throttle, desperado, that's the motto. Vic in Chicago is Hugh Hef at the grotto. Brazilian model, she mean mugging like Frida Kahlo. Drinking it with an Alicia Machado. I'm the ticket, you just hit the lotto. Pulling up with the coupe. Oh my goodness. Must have done same with the roof. Oh my goodness. You sitting looking stupid on the stoop. Oh my goodness. I would take notes if I were you. Oh my goodness. This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north. Oh my goodness. Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw. Oh my goodness. The law, it's a shame, rhyme. Young Vic the diamonds, finest. I shine like puff shine, shines if I sign to the rock cause I'm timeless. Top off the Mozzie, my behavior is mindless. On kids, we major, you minors. Fresh out the cell to the booth, drop the roof. I'm still in the hood, tell, shoot. Hope with a club. The judge, you rappers is false flagging, you a fashion. What's cuz, what you know about? What's Velo? Why Barry Lee, your head ringing? Free Vic Mensa, I'm a star, chain swinging. This that music, you can blame Reagan. I'm ball mayin' without paying. Y'all playing, we playing. My Himalayan. Gallardo, that's a sacrificial lamb. I'm seasoned cam, no matter, blam. Pulling up with the coupe. Oh my goodness. Must have done same with the roof. Oh my goodness. You sitting looking stupid on the stoop. Oh my goodness. I would take notes if I were you. Oh my goodness. This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north. Oh my goodness. Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime.
Every other night I'm outside with the you ain't got chips. The world, you got chips. You could the next man's girl. Sounds harsh, but they been ripped apart my world. The way Kiss told it should never be misquoted. that you wave on the camera, we been toting. Selling love potion my whole rap career, so your streams and downloads could never match the kids. We could go foreign until it's boring. My sheep will keep jumping the fence until you're snoring. Street poetry, I'm more Wale for Lauren. Till the world is mine like Illmatic and Lauren. Written on to a table full of fresh skin in the type of rappers we know. Got the right numbers on it. Burn the Carter down like I'm Nino.
Pulling up with the crew.
Oh my goodness.
You must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Till they like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Now we pull up in the farthest. Glow up. Walking. Show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we flow up, yeah, I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up on him in the tank, yeah, that guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad fly in, he ain't, let me back, I gave me until I was going on Miami, they all cornballs, they can't stand me, I finesse. I hear, get a plan. Oscar, that might whoa. Low. Got strain on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always asks for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Till they like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Now we pull up in the farthest. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Tucky. I walk up and even spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the fan all them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Don't do just what I say. Pull up, past the Uber in that right. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Till they like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Now we pull up in the farthest. Glow up. Walking, show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we flow, glow up.
He's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay. It's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he mad at me cause I'm poppin'. They don't wanna with some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me cause I'm tryna feed my I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my no way, no way, no way, yeah. They ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard he's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Hit my Michael, in my Michael J. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid. In the second grade, selling lemonade. Get paid, hold up, wait, can I get paid? Yawn, in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake, kill a snake, get paid. Get left every day, so get your straight.
I heard he's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.